What is innovation? By definition, I think comes right out of Webster. It's creation, period.
Innovation is a very broad word today, and you hear it everywhere. You hear the president talking about it at State of the Union addresses, and that's a good thing. Innovation is really about creating new things and bringing those new things to market.
I like to define innovation as products and services that are unique in some meaningful way. In fact, that's one of our catchphrases is, if you're not meaningfully unique, you better be cheap.
What MEP, and especially in collaboration with innovation engineering, we extend that definition to say innovation is the creation of ideas and putting them into practice, into the market, getting them into the market.
Innovation is what's going to grow the economy. We know that. Innovation is what's going to create new companies and help scale existing companies. And really what we're here to do is catalyze that and help make that happen, connect the dots.
The Manufacturing Extension Partnership is a program of the National Institute of Standards and Technologies, which in turn is part of the Department of Commerce. The MEP was developed about 20 years ago to assist small and medium-sized manufacturers.
In Buffalo, the MEP Center is Insight Consulting Incorporated. In Syracuse, my counterpart is Central New York Technology Development Organization, TDO for short. And of course in Rochester, it's High Tech Rochester.
High Tech Rochester is a nonprofit organization focused on growing jobs in the Rochester Finger Lakes region. The MEP program, National Manufacturing Extension Partnership, fits very well in HTR's toolkit of how we help grow companies.
Innovation engineering is a process by which small manufacturers, and large manufacturers for that matter, but we focus on small ones, can create, communicate, and commercialize ideas for growth.
Last year alone, New York MEP was responsible for generating over $400 million in either retained or new sales through manufacturing. It was also responsible for generating over $100 million in new investment in manufacturing enterprises, and resulted in the creation of nearly 5,000 jobs. We always want more.
The 3 C's in innovation engineering stand for create, communicate, and commercialize.
Create obviously is how do we help stimulate the creative process, the idea generation process. That's the first step. So in the innovation engineering methodology, for example, how do we get ideas on the table? How do we stimulate new idea formation at these businesses that they can then use to grow? The communicate part is how do I take that idea and really describe exactly what it is, who would find that useful, what's the value proposition, how do I explain it to people to really show that it's an idea that might have that 3rd C, the commercial potential. Commercializing it then, again, is how do I now take this idea, which I think there's a market for and a value proposition, and really get it to the marketplace.
We all invent. Our brains work that way. You know, you take this 12-pound sponge on the top of your head, and how do you get it to work? You get it to work with stimulus. And we provide stimulus, they provide it to each other, and what we're doing is creating ideas that help that company grow.
Virtual design can encompass the entire commercialization of a project if that's what the customer wishes, depending on their resources, okay? We'll offer to take the product through development as far as the customer needs it to go.
So one example of a company that's gone through that entire innovation cycle and is still growing is a company called Lumetrix. They were created by technology originally developed at Kodak. It was orphan technology Kodak wasn't going to do anything with, and we were able to connect that technology with an entrepreneur to create a new business.
I'd like to mention a company in Wayne County by the name of Harbeck Incorporated. They're amongst many things, they're an injection molder, but they agreed to work on a pilot with me back in April. We were rolling out a new version of this process, and they agreed to be part of that. In a one-day session, they developed about 110 concepts, ideas for growth, and the idea then is to take those concepts, test them, and in a month or so, bring someone back to present to management and tell them, look, this is what we thought going in about this idea, this is what we learned, this is what we think now. They did 4 of those ideas. They did another idea afterwards. I know that at least 2 of them are in production right now.
Upstate New York is probably as well positioned as any region for innovation and growth. If you look historically, it's what built this area. Companies like Kodak and Xerox and Bausch & Lomb, we have that innovation DNA here. And we've got research engines taking place across upstate New York, doing about $2 billion a year of research.
There's so much economic opportunity available by pairing the right technical resources, for example, with the right manufacturing processes. To let that be missed opportunities because of confusion as to where to get help, that'd be tragic. In these days where we strongly desire economic and job growth, best time, let's all get together and make this happen. If MEP is only touching 2% of manufacturers and we grow that to 4%, that's 96% that somebody isn't touching. Let's go after that and help them grow.